Welcome to the 4-minute morning for today, which is the 14th day of March. It is also that of crypto day. Bitcoin prices over pretty much most of its entirety. This is a span since 2011, which shows its first move up to the 2014 highs near the 1,000 handle. It then spent several periods within this 18 average on its correctionary phase, had one significant leg lower, corrected decently through time, and then lifted off at the end of 2015, finding support only near that of the 18 average of highs until this most recent move. So this tells me it's the best correctionary move since the low. It has now spent a small handful of days within such, and the 18 average is barely starting to flatten out at this point. So therefore, what are the possibilities for all markets? It's always down, up, or sideways. And I want to take a look on a long-term perspective, what the scenarios may look like. And right now, the bullish level for probability odds, to me, seem very, very good. But I want to take a look at all three possible scenarios. So let's expand some data out to about 2014. If this thing enters any kind of major bear market, basically it would be a bubble, and that of very close to the tulip mania phase. Something may look something like this if we're at the top now, where it'll just completely give in. And if something like that were to happen, that's going to destroy many people within the crypto space. And that's the reason, with the very high confidence I have, this is not going to happen, but realizing you never know, why I'll just take a little bit of my cryptos, turn it into physical silver, so that in case something like this happens, I will leave this game with however many ounces the game will allocate towards me. Now, in a situation where the markets aren't going to crash, but it isn't ready, at least if ever, to have monstrous gains over the over 50, 60, 80,000 kind of situations. Well, if it goes sideways, the market could look something like this. And in a case of this, there'd be a lot of people freaking out if it happened to do a move like this early. There's nothing wrong on a chart to go from here up to this point and then give back, or take a move back down to this level here. That's most certainly not a very bearish situation. It's had a major run higher. Markets can oftentimes come back to where they came from, but if it's not the end of it, we would most likely find support here. But with all these moves up and down, this gives me opportunities to just continuously trade other markets, trades this one back and forth, and highly increase the amount of Bitcoins that I would have. That something like this would be very profitable. And finally, if we go up to majorly high levels, this is $1 million right here. Let's put in what it may look like. And everybody into cryptos that got in early, in this case, anyone who got in pre $125,000 Bitcoin are doing cart flips and extremely ecstatic. And of course, a situation like this could very easily result in a destruction of a fiat currency, but that could be the reason why it's been going up and why people have been getting into it as they have throughout this run. Regardless, I'll just keep trading the market as it allows me to, and always adjust to the current message of the market. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a magnificent day. Bye-bye.